is going on? Forza Milan, as always. As always, Forza Milan. Pre-game feels. How do I feel? I don't. I don't feel anything. This game is going to be a good game. It's going to be a fun game. We're going to go in this game, I think, I don't know, for some reason I feel light. I feel very relaxed going into this game. There's really nothing to fear. I mean, I think we can win this game easily, guys. I think we can win this game easily. So my pre-game feels for Milan versus Lazio are very positive, I guess, or nonchalant. I mean, the truth is that I'm pretty happy that we achieved the 4th spot. I'm pretty happy that we have achieved Champions League. I'm very satisfied with the season. We've done it. Milan is growing. Milan is growing, and it's always growing more and more. And we're getting closer and closer. And soon we're going to get to a point where we used to be, right? We're going to go back to where we used to be. When Milan is dominating in Europe, when Milan makes Europe its bitch, pretty much, right? Milan has this capability of doing that because we have that spirit, we have that energy, we have that desire, we have that hunger. It's in the DNA from the beginning, from the history of this club, from the very beginning. Milan was always present in the European competitions. When it was just Real Madrid, Milan, Benfica, and some other team. I don't know which one. Which one could it have been? I can't remember. But it was 4 teams. Milan was there from day one, winning cups from the very beginning. And then Champions League when it became the Europa. Even when Real Madrid was winning the European League from the very beginning, right? When the European League became the European League in the 50s. Because before that, it wasn't the Champions League. There was other different European tournaments, and Milan was there always, right? They're always there competing. It was Milan. So this is the thing. This is who we are. This is what we want to do. This is what we want to achieve, and this is where we'll get. This is where we'll get. We'll get back to that point where we're competing for Europe. It's a cycle that is just deemed to happen once again, and it's going to happen very soon. And I'm seeing the trajectory. I'm seeing it being built. I'm seeing all the pieces being put together one after the other, and how everything is coming into place. And I am lucky because I have patience. That's my luck. Kind of nervous about this game. The team's been tired. What's up, Joel? By the way, what's up, Alan? Team Melly, how you guys doing? Kind of nervous about this game. The team's been tired. It's probably kind of fucked up after the Mickey Mouse shenanigans on Tuesday. Lazio has been kind of weird this season. They beat Inter 3-1 and then got smacked 4-0 by Napoli. We can win this game easily, but if we don't take our chances, it can go very wrong. Well, I mean, honestly, the players shouldn't feel any pressure at all because they've achieved their objective. The objective of this season was to continue the good work of last season. And they have done that. They have done that. The good work, the difference between this season and last season is that last season, it took us till the last day to make it into the Champions League. And this time, it took us, we're well ahead of schedule. And also, if the referees wouldn't have made the mistakes they made, we would have probably won this thing, you know? And who knows, we still might even win it. We might still even win it. But, I mean, winning the Scudetto was never the objective this season. And I think the team just must not think about that. The team must not think about the Scudetto. They should go there and just play. Play for the fucking joy of playing. Because they've achieved what they needed to achieve. we're putting all this pressure on them when it's pretty much so pointless. Winning the Scudetto this season means nothing. I mean, it's not important if they don't. It's important if they win it. It's important if they win the Scudetto, but it's not important if they don't. This is what the players need to understand. If the players can understand that, yes, if you win the Scudetto, it's going to be a super epic season. But if you don't win the Scudetto, it's okay. You guys did what you needed to do. You did it in flying colors, too. You helped us grow a step further. And football teams are built one step at a time. They're built one step at a time. Anybody that wants to argue that is just crazy. Anybody that thinks a football team is built overnight, that is just absolutely crazy. A football team is just like a child. You have to raise it from a baby to a child to a teenager to an adult to a man. And that's the way it is. That's the way it is. So, Milan's growth is perfect right now. It's absolutely perfect. It is so perfect that now we even have a company that wants to come and spill, money into the club and wants to grow the club even further. So not only we are qualifying for the Champions League again, but this time we're qualifying in the Champions League backed by a real ownership that did not acquire this club through collateral because of an unpaid debt, but is acquiring this club that has been successful, that now is in the Champions League again, a club that the finances are perfect, the machine is a perfect machine. All you need now is the owner. That's the only piece that was missing. And what Elliot has done with his team of people, and they have taken us out of the gutter. They made Milan one of the most modern football teams, advanced, the way they do business. Number one when it comes to branding in Italy. That is a fact. The numbers say it. All financial numbers are saying that. 100% number one. And then this is just going to get better. It's going to grow, and it's going to go spill into Europe. Essentially, that's what Europe is going to. That's what it's going to become. Milan is going to become once again a European team, and then a world team, a team that everybody in the world talks about, like it used to be when we had Kaká, when we had Pirlo, when we had Seedorf, and we were winning not only in Europe, but we were winning around the world, because we're winning the Intercontinental Cup, we're winning Ballon d'Ors, we're winning Champions League, and that's really where football is. That's where football is. That's where the football that matters is there, The Scudetto is good, yeah, it's good for the finances, it's good for that. As far as your pedigree, it can only take you so far. The Mickey Mouse Cup means absolutely nothing. The Super Cup is just a cup that means nothing. Just little trinkets that mean absolutely nothing. But what is the most important cup is the Champions League, the Intercontinental Cup, the Ballon d'Or, and the European Super Cup. These are the ones. These four cups here are the cups that bring you pedigree, bring you glory, bring you history, bring you DNA. Because these cups are cups that conquer the world, right? Not just your backyard, but everybody else's backyard. So I am very happy that Milan is going back in that direction. It looks like that's where we're going. Elliot has done a great job in fixing the club and putting everything back together. Now with this new Invest Corp, I still have to learn the guy's name. I don't know it. I saw a seminar with him. Yeah, it's basically investment companies. It's an investment company, but it's a modern investment company. It's that visionary Abu Dhabi kind of modern. Bahrain is a modern. Infrastructure and branding and all this stuff. So, the new owners are going to do justice to the prestige of the squad. As I said, as long as they keep Maldini, Massara, and Moncada, then of course, if there's a way to keep Gazidis, great. If not, they'll find someone else. But I think Gazidis is absolutely brilliant. So as long as, you know, the main actors in this team are staying, and they take care of the football aspect of the players, the coaches, and the mentality, and the spirit, and the competition, the sporting aspect, then great. Now, I do want to say, I do have a little bit of red flags here and there when it comes to this new management, because I'm hearing, sorry, new ownership, because I'm hearing some names that honestly do not excite me. I'm hearing that Donnarumma wants to come back, that they want to give Donnarumma back to the Milan fans. No, thank you, not interested. They want to bring Lukaku. Are you crazy? What? What makes you think that we want Lukaku? And also, what kind of person is Lukaku? Like, what a mess. What a mess Lukaku is if he ends up joining Milan. So, Lukaku is not a name that we should be looking at. Then we have Haller. Like, why is Milan being linked to Haller from Ajax? Guys, Haller, guys, is not a football player. Haller is guys, I am a better technician than Haller. I can pass the ball better. I can dribble better. I can play football better than Haller. What Haller has, he's got the physique of a horse and a bull, and I don't know what else. So the motherfucker should be either a WWE wrestler or NBA player. You know, that's what he has. But as far as football goes, you want to bring Haller to Milan? Guys, please. Guys, no, we need magicians. We need magicians. Bring me magicians. Bring me magicians, and then we can talk. So already, a lot of red flags. And this is the issue, right, that I think people need to address when it comes to having an ownership and having Elliott, right? The ownership, you know, the Berlusconi, he kind of treats the club as his toy. So sometimes, you know, you want something and you want it really bad. Even if it's not good for you, you're still going to do your best to get it because it's you just want to satisfy your needs. And, you know, I hope this kind of stuff doesn't bring these kind of names. Because who knows who this is the questions that I have. Who are the people that know football, know the players, and know Italian football, understand Italy, understand the Italian heart, understand the Italian culture and the Italian universe around football? Who do they have there in their team of InvestCorp? Because the names that I'm hearing tells me that these people have a lot of people that love the Premier League. These are Premier League people, right? Premier League, because, you know, the Premier League is like the celebrity. When it comes to football, Premier League is a celebrity. They're like celebrities. So, you know, when you tell me about Lukaku, when you tell me about Haller, when you tell me about Donnarumma and PSG, you know, like this is not real football. This is circus. Like, are these guys the circus? Because these names to me sound like you want to bring the circus to the San Siro. Now, this is the thing that we have to watch out for when it comes to having an ownership and an owner. You see the difference? The thing about us, where we were very lucky with Berlusconi, is that Berlusconi was very capable when it came to understanding football, when it came to understanding the spirit of sports, the spirit of competition, the spirit of winning, and what it takes to win. Berlusconi was very capable of doing that, you know. But are these guys capable of doing that? Because, you know, if these guys say, "Hey, Maldini, go bring me Lukaku," Maldini is going to say, "Okay, sure," but do you honestly think that Maldini is happy to go get Lukaku? Do you honestly think Maldini is happy to bring back Donnarumma after they did such a great job with Mike Maignan? Right? When we have strikers in Europe like Darwin Núñez, like Haaland, like Mbappe, Jonathan David, who else? I mean, you don't even have that many. Like Vlahovic, you know, maybe not even. I don't even put Vlahovic in that category, to be honest with you. But we're talking about, you know, strikers of that and you want to bring me Haller, bruh, bruh, bruh. Go buy Inter. Go buy Inter. Not interested here. You can take Haller to you with Inter or buy Roma. Bring Haller to Roma. If you come to Milan, you bring me Darwin Núñez. You bring me Dybala, Berardi. You bring me Haaland. You bring me Mbappe. You bring me Van Dijk. You bring me De Bruyne. You bring me, you know, all the best young Italians in Italy. All the best ones. All the best under 21 Italians in Italy, you bring into the club. That's what you do. You bring in the best players in Europe and the best players in Italy. You don't even need so many of the best players. You just need some of the best players in Europe and give me most of the best players in Italy, the best Italians. And we got it. It's over. But if this guy wants to bring me Lukaku, he wants to bring Donnarumma, Haller, and who else is he going to bring? Imagine if he says he's going to bring Cristiano Ronaldo. Listen, guys, this mustn't be the circus. This is all I'm saying. Don't be the circus. I'm happy that you want to bring Maldini, you want to keep Maldini, you want to keep Massara, but what I would like to see is an owner that is ambitious, is a little bit crazy, because you need to be a little bit crazy when it comes to winning, right? But he also needs to be able to step back and let the experts do their job, right? Do their job. And that is a big part of also being a coach, knowing where to, you know, lay off, what buttons not to touch, what buttons to touch, you know, what to twist one way, what to twist the other way. You know, it's about managing your environment, understanding the environment around you and managing it correctly. If you put too much of your ideas into something because you want to satisfy yourself and you're not listening to the experts, you're gonna fuck shit up. So of course this is something we gotta watch out for. This is a company that has never owned a football team. It is a company, it is people that probably don't have much experience in European football, probably zero experience when it comes to Italian football. But they have made this, they have put out this energy. They want to buy the club. One thing I know for sure is that Bahrain, and especially in that part of the world, and these big money tycoons and these big money investors, they really know how to bring advanced infrastructure. Like as a matter of fact, look at Man City, the stadium, best stadium in Europe. The facilities, best facilities, and this is what InvestCorp does: infrastructure, real estate, right? So, and it's all modern stuff, and all that modern stuff brings more money, brings better ideas, better technology, and it will do what it's great for AC Milan. But we have to find out if the football aspect of all of this is going to be left to the experts. I want to know how much influence this InvestCorp, the people there, especially that owner, because everything is going to go through him. He's going to be the mouthpiece of the company. I don't know what his name is. If you guys can remind me his name so we know his name. If any of you guys know his name, guys. Hold on. Guys, I haven't seen... Alright. It's just names to their shit. Well, don't be so. Let's see. It's Gazzetta Roy. I get it. As long as Maldini, Moncada, and Massara only are making the transfer decisions, it will be okay. Do you think Maldini can hold us back in spending money? Maybe he'll go. We don't need top players. Salah and Brahim are enough. What? What the hell? The question? What? Hold on. Did I read this correct? What? Do you think Maldini can hold us back? What the? What? Oh, what? Do you think Maldini can hold us back in spending money? Maybe he'll go. We don't need top players. What the fuck? Dude, this This thing is so confusing. I don't have no idea what you're talking about. Like, I don't know if you're trolling. I don't know if it's a serious question. It's like a negative, a positive, and a negative. It's confusing as fuck. Roy, will you take Immobile? Yeah, Immobile is a top striker in Italy. Yes, absolutely. We need elite players, not Romelu Lukaku. Darwin Nunes and Kuku will put us back on the map. Okay. Now those are names that we can all get behind, right? All right. Let's. Where was I? Man, I fucking. Anyway, yeah. So when it comes to this InvestCorp, we're gonna find out whether or not these guys are legit. You know, we're gonna find out whether or not these guys are legit, whether it's the real deal. The transfer is definitely happening. I mean, it's not stopping anymore. It's happening. It's going to be a reality, and it's what Milan deserves. And again, it's the incredible work that Elliot has done. Elliot has done an absolute brilliant job. This man, this company, these guys, man, you guys deserve an applause because what you guys have done, you have taken one of the things that is the most dearest in my life and you have brought it back to where it needs to be. And I will never, never, never stop being so thankful to Elliot and the way he handled business with Milan. Just absolute applause. 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 Selfish part of me wants Taremi. Is that his name? The not selfish part of me also know that he can help Milan, and I'm sure he will do well. And said, "Yeah, who's Taremi?" All right, let me look at. Let's look at these probable formations. Okay. So, probable Milan 11. Porto center forward. Alright, so this is the formation. Magnan, Calabria, Kalulu, Tomori, Teo. So even though we are going to have Romagnoli on the bench, so that's good. Good depth. It's always good to have depth. Still no Florenzi. Florenzi is not back. He's injured. Teo Hernandez is should be good. Tonali Kessi. I know Benasser got injured, so we don't have Benasser. The attack Brahim Messias, Brahim Diaz, Leao, Giroud. Again, this formation has the usual problem. The usual problem that I keep on seeing, which is that it's too offensive. Well, I honestly, I am so 100% sure. I'm like a million% sure that if Milan play tomorrow with no fucks given, like they're not playing for anything because they already achieved their objective of reaching top four, it's going to be so much easier. And then this formation can actually work. Like if it can do that, this formation would actually work. Roy, do you even want Ibra to renew? He's making 7 million without paying. I mean, Ibra and Rebic. I mean, even Rebic, guys, like, what the hell? Rebic this season has been completely absent. What I do hope, though, is that, you know, a football season sometimes can also be looked like a basketball game. And basketball is a sport that is slightly different when it comes to football, because basketball is about the moment. It's all about leading to the moment, and when you're in that moment, that's when you go guns blazing out. But leading into that moment, you can do it in many different ways, and you know, you can be patient about it, and you can be nonchalant about it. But then comes, you know, the famous clutch time. And I think if you do the same analogy to a whole football season like the Serie A, if we can get Ibra and Rebic the last 5 games of the season, where they can, you know, help the team, especially in offensive quality, because that's where we need the most. We need offensive quality. If they can do that, then they will be clutch. It will be clutch. It will be clutch players. All the other players got us to where we are right now, and then the last 5 games, we need our clutch. We need something clutch. So it could be Rebic. Rebic could be that player. He did it last season. Brahim Diaz was a clutch player for us in the last portion of the season. Rebic was a clutch player for us in the last portion of the season. Çalhanoğlu was a clutch player, especially because people like to forget. People love to forget that Çalhanoğlu, in the last game of the season, participated in, he had a key pass in the goal, not the assist. He had the assist of the assist, a nice 1-2, 1-2, and then led to the penalty, and then he provoked the second penalty. Çalhanoğlu is a player that Milan could have spent a little bit more money and kept him in the roster. I keep on saying, if Çalhanoğlu was at Milan right now, this season will be done and over. It'll be over. It'll be finito. We would have already won it, because those games, those games that we lost, like Salernitana, Udinese, and those kind of games there, you know, Çalhanoğlu would have been very helpful, especially in that midfield, just creating play and being creative and being charismatic and a leader, etc., etc. So unfortunately, maybe in hindsight, if there's a mistake I see, was not the fact that they didn't replace Çalhanoğlu, is that they could have just kept him, and it would have been. I mean, it would have been better if we just would have kept him, I think. But I don't want to dwell on that too much, because I really don't care about that too much. I'm actually very happy with the roster. I'm very happy with the team. I'm very happy with the whole situation, to be honest with you. And I'm very happy with the fact that Milan, with all the injuries they had, with all the issues they have as far as being such a young roster. Look at Daniel Maldini, still a teenager. And who else we have that is still very, you know, Lazitic, and you know, some of these young players did come out, such as Kalulu. So it's a team that is so new, it's so fresh. It's literally a team that has just come out of the oven, and you know, there are things that I think if you have worked in football and you have coached teams, you understand and you just see it, you know. I mean, even in my level of coaching, you see how players will grow, and you see how players develop, and you see how a teams just increase and get better in time, and then as you add pieces, and pieces go, pieces come in, but then that core, the idea, players that when they started they were on the fringes, and now they're key players, they're role players. Like, I have experienced that even at you know, at academy level, college level, and UPSL level, and all of that. So it's the same shit. It's literally the same shit, even at elite level. You have to grow into becoming an elite player. And Milan is a team that has been put together by an elite football mind, which is Maldini, Massara, and Moncada. These three people create an elite football mind, and they've been able to put together a team of youngsters that are growing into a real soccer team. A real soccer team. I mean, look how good Tomori is, guys. Oh my God. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, Tomori is amazing. Yo, Tomori is top player. He's elite. Tomori is elite. Look at Kalulu, guys. How the fuck did they know that Kalulu was going to become like that, man? I mean, that is just crazy. How crazy good Kalulu became. Teo Hernandez, his it's unbelievable how Teo Hernandez grew. Tonali. I mean, guys, like, we've seen Tonali. We've seen what Tonali can do. And it was exactly the same with Pirlo and with Gattuso. All these players, but even you can see it even on TV when you look at them. You can look at Pirlo. I remember looking, I mean, not only with Pirlo, I did this with many players, but Pirlo is an easy example. I remember when Pirlo started when he was young, when he was in the under 21s, he was winning under 21 Euros, well, he was already, that era of Italian football was a little bit different. We're still top of the top in that era as far as Italian football. We're not the richest league at that point, but we're still an elite footballing country. Right now, we're not even fucking. Right now, we're complete shit. But I remember Pirlo, like, you could tell once Pirlo was going to grow, once Pirlo was going to get his experience, he was going to get to a point where all the shit he knows how to do, he can do it consistently. And that's the thing, right? Especially for a midfielder like Tonali. You can see when Tonali plays really well. Tonali is only 21. Once he's going to get to 23, 24, 25, this player is going to be maybe the best midfielder in the world at that point. He's going to be the new De Bruyne. He's going to be that level of player. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about elite of the elite. We're talking about the best midfielder in Europe, right there. Because as soon as he gets to the point where he can do all the shit he knows how to do and be completely press resistant, that's the key word. It's over. It's over, guys. It's over. He's still at the beginning of his journey. You know, Benacer is still 24. Guys, Benacer's 24, man. He's 24. That is crazy how young Benacer is. Benacer already now, you know, he has outgrown his young phase. Now he is just in the beginning of his mid phase. The 25 to 26, 27, 28. That phase there is a very important phase. And some players get lost in that phase, but most players, that's where they get a lot of experience and they grow even further. As a matter of fact, you can look at Benacer. That player is like, he's such a Champions League type of player. The more Benacer is going to play in the Champions League, the better he's going to get, and he's going to just be crushing it. Then, guys, I feel the same thing about Brahim Diaz and Salamakers. If Brahim Diaz stays, I'm sure he's going to develop into a fantastic footballer. Same thing with Salamakers. Leao is strange for me right now. It's difficult to understand where Leao is at. Benacer contract needs to be. Benacer as a maestro can be a put bull when he needs to. True. What's the news on Leao? So the last thing I heard about regarding Leao is that the renewals are not going to be discussed until the new ownership actually, you know, puts pen to paper, and then the new ownership will handle the renewals. At this point, all renewals have been put at a halt, and everything will be taken care of once the new ownership gets Milan. Which makes sense. Which makes complete sense. Let's see how Lazio's playing. I'm curious to see how Lazio's playing. Wow, look at this. Look at this. What is this all about? He's pissed off. Rebic is doing what every single football player does when they lose their spot. He's pissed off. The Croatian winger has more injuries than goals this season, and there has been speculation about his future. Although he'll be available tomorrow against Lazio, the feeling isn't exactly positive. At halftime of Inter Milan, he complained about a knee injury and was subsequently not subbed on. The test that day after, however, revealed absolutely no issues, and that was the first alarm bell. According to Tuttosport, as cited by our colleagues at Sempre Milan, it doesn't end there, as Rebic teammates have accused him of poor attitude in training. They believe that the number 12 isn't fully focused on the big goal, which is winning the Scudetto this season. It remains to be seen how this saga will end. I know what's going on through his head. I know exactly what's going on through his head. He's pissed off that Leao has taken a spot. That's what it is. That's what it is. Um, it's he it's like he's basically being a little baby, you know. Leao took away his key, and that's how all footballers are. That's how all footballers. When you're a starter, and then your position gets taken over, especially by an upcoming youngster, that destroys you psychologically. You start to get jealous, you start to get angry at the coach, you start to look at people sideways, you don't put enough thing, you feel rejected, you feel negative. This is football team, locker room 101, a locker room 101. It's unfortunate that he is that way, because many players, one thing that Italian players are good at is being able to understand their roles in football teams. I gotta say that. One thing that Italian players are really good at is that if they do lose the spot to a player, most of the Italians that end up in the national team, those kind of players, they tend to not be so, they don't disturb the sanctimony of the team. They keep it to themselves. They still play their part. They're still there. They fight. They're positive, and they give out good energy. In sports, there's positive energy and there's negative energy. And if you can exude positive energy the whole time, your team has a better chance of winning. Your team has a better chance of winning. As a matter of fact, I think one of the reasons why Spanish teams do so well is because the Spanish crowds, first of all, are very intelligent. Spanish people are very intelligent when it comes to football, when it comes to reading games, when it comes to understanding the spirit of football and understanding the spirit of the players. And football crowds, the energy they give to the teams is much better in Spain. In Italy, it's all negative energy. It's all, well, not all of it. Half of it is negative energy. The other half of it is positive energy. And that is a big problem, because most people in football, honestly, don't really know the sport too well. They're like most people in Italy, when it comes to football, I think are kind of like, they all want to be coaches. They all want to be couch coaches, but you can tell that they don't really have experience playing the game. Like, you can just tell they don't have that instinct in them. I don't know how much that affects, but it is 100% a fact that positive energy in a football team is the most important thing. It is number one. It is number one. There is nothing more important than positive energy. It's literally your bread, your butter, your oxygen. When your team is surrounded with negative energy, even when one player has negative energy, that negative energy sometimes tends to infect other people, and then you create chasms. Locker rooms lose that, locker room integrity, and then it becomes clan. This clan versus this clan versus this clan. And when you have a bunch of clans in your locker room who are all jostling for the coach's favor, then it's over. Then it's done. Your team is no more. You press the reset button. So, you know, Rebic is someone that has had this kind of behavior in the past. We know that with his coach in Croatia, he had some weird behavior. It is probably this new. I believe this. I actually believe this. I very so much so believe this. Rebic bringing negative energy at the wrong time at this point in the season. We don't have time for that BS anymore. Exactly. Very well said. Affect team chemistry. Yeah, 100%. Anyway, let's check. Let's see how Lazio is playing tomorrow. Lazio's had a lot of issues. Lazio had a lot of issues. Do we have a Lazio team? So Lazio, the fans are on strike. Romagnoli is going to Lazio. Alright, let's see. Let's see. Are you going to give me information or what? I just need to see information, man. I don't care about all this other bullshit. Alright, there it is. Okay. All right. Strakosha, Lazzari, Luis Felipe, Acerbi, Hizai. That defense is not terrible. It's not terrible, but it's not, you know, Lazzari as a fucking right back. That's not bad. Having Lazzari as a right back. That's a good idea. Having Lazzari as a right back. Lazzari as a right back is like having a Teo Hernandez there. So, okay, so I guess Lazzari is a player that is going to push. Hizai, though, pushes a lot too. Luis Felipe, Acerbi are both players that are pretty much your classic central defenders. So it's pretty much very similar to Milan's concept of a back four. Conceptually, it's almost identical. It's almost identical. But tactically and conceptually, it's almost identical. All right, let's look at the midfield. So we have Milinkovic, Savic, Leiva, Luis Alberto. So that's a lot of quality in that midfield. Fuck, that's a lot of quality in that midfield. It's a 4-3-3. Leiva, the guy that kind of like the regista, Luis Alberto, and Milinkovic-Savic are the two box-to-box. Felipe Anderson, Immobile, Zaccagni. I gotta say, that top three is not that scary. Aside from Immobile, the other two are not players that are going to make you... You can sleep very well at night. Let's put it that way. It's okay. You can sleep very well at night. Yeah, the quality in this team is in the midfield and the center striker. They do have quality in Lazzari too. Milinkovic-Savic, Luis Alberto, Immobile, Lazzari. That's where the quality is mostly. Even though Felipe Anderson and Zaccagni do bring quality, but it's nothing that we need to really worry about. If we compare that to Milan, which was pretty much this formation here. No, not that formation. Well, actually, let's do this, guys. Let's go to the board. Let's go to the board. Let's do some board work. We're going to do some board work. We're going to do some board work. Alright, so let's put Milan's formation. We have Calabria there. I don't need this guy. This guy can go. Kalulu, Tsumori, Mike Mayan, Tetersona. Okay. No. No. Nope. Yes. Yes. Messias. Diaz. Julio. Okay. Put these players here. The players that actually belong to us. Okay, so this is our formation. Okay. Now we know that LAZIO plays over here. Yeah, LAZIO is going to be here. You're going to have Lopez. What the fuck is his name? No, that's not his name. That's the wrong one. Felipe. Luis Felipe. Okay. All right. Acerbi. And here we have Hizai, or however you say his name. Let's just write it that way. Let's see. Hizai. Okay. Alright, whatever. I don't care. Got Leva here. Yeah. Now Milinkovic Sav, usually Luis Alberto's on this side, right? Luis Alberto. And here they have, what the fuck is that guy's name? Savic. M. Savic. Okay. I know Zaccagni plays on both sides. They could even have Pedro on one side. I believe Zaccagni is going to be playing on this side, since he plays on the right, correct? I think so. This guy is going to be Felipe Anderson. Okay. Alright, and then let's give him Mobile. The 10. Okay. Alright. Mm. Alright, what do we see, guys? What do we see? Alright, Benacer is not injured. Florenzi is coming back. Sorry, yeah, Benacer is injured. Florenzi is coming back in 2 weeks. Alright, so Benacer is going to be out. And Tonali is in. I thought Tonali was not available for this game, but for some reason he is. Tonali, okay. Well, obviously, the first thing you want to do is take away this guy. Diaz is very good at pressing, so obviously Diaz is going to be, trying to bother this guy. And most likely Kessie and Tonali are going to take care of the two other midfielders. So it is a match to match when it comes to the midfield. Kessie, Luis Alberto, Savic, Tonali. I mean, we've seen it before the season. Milan has outplayed them. Obviously, guys, we have the Olimpico. It's the third time. It's the third time we play them. I'm sure Lazio is tired of losing against us. So don't think that Lazio is going to be like, okay, we're going to get destroyed for a third time. No, they're probably going to make it difficult. But anyway, Kessie Tonali has played against Luis Alberto and Savic and has played very well. Immobile covered from either Kalulu or Tomori, no problem. Felipe Anderson, Teo Hernandez, no problem. Zaccagni Calabria, no problem. Now, what we have to look out is the numerical advantage, right? Because right now everybody here is covered, so LAZIO is going to be their numerical advantage. And also they bring up Hizai. They do bring up Hizai. So defensively, I would have Salamakers here, not Messias. But one thing that we got to watch out for, or actually that could be our advantage, is that if, I believe Lazzari does play on the right side. So if Lazzari plays on the right, obviously he's going to be pushing up. Him, Felipe Anderson, and Savic going to be doing a lot of overlapping together. That means that Leao can be open here. Leao can have a lot of space here. They're probably going to kind of do this, right? 4-3-3. This is probably going to turn into a 3. His eye is not going to be up. But this could be slanted on this side. Right, so you can exploit their weaknesses here, and let's say if you do win the ball, you can have an open Leao. Diaz would have to come in the middle though and help out. So Diaz comes in the middle, and here and Giroud, you can have Giroud and then Theo coming up. So the counterattacks on the left side are going to be there. You're going to have opportunities to do counterattacks on the left side, that's for sure. Because I'm pretty sure Lazzari plays on the right, because he plays usually on the side of the coach. And Lazzari pushes all the way up. So Savic pushes into the box. Luis Alberto pushes into the box. Both of those players push forward. Maybe this is why we played so well against them, because they leave a lot of space. Leiva can't cover all the space. Acerbi and Luis Felipe, they're not Maldini and Baresi, and they're not Tomori and Kalulu either when it comes to athleticism. So, there's open space there. But the same thing for us, because when we bring Theo all the way up here, of course there's going to be this open space. Usually it's covered by Kessi. Usually it's covered by Kessi, this space. Then you have Diaz, Messias, Calabria usually comes up. Tonali stays here in the middle. Then Kessi moves up. I mean, the thing is that this offensive tactic, I think, I spoke about this last time. If we can keep the ball, we can squash these guys easy. We can squash them easy if we keep the ball. Because the way we are set up, and this 3-1, like, essentially this is how we play. We play with the 3-1, and at this point, this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, a 3-1-7. Because Giroud comes here, back to goal, he receives the quick passes, Diaz comes up, but eventually when we move into this area right here, it becomes a 3, it doesn't even become Is it back, guys? Is the sound still fucked? Let me know. Is the sound still fucked? Yes or no? Is the sound still fucked? Damn, that fucking piece of... Oh man, that analysis was so fucking good. It got fucked again. I hate this shit. Fucking hell, man. I wanted to post that analysis. I wanted to post it. Alright, let's see what this fucker says.
Vi consiglio anche di leggere il libro di Peppe Di Stefano che si chiama Milanello, su tutti i segreti del centro sportivo rossonero. Grazie Peppe, grazie anche a
cool
Stadio che mi ha inviato
translate.
questo libro. Vi consiglio, allora, diverse cose. Prendiamoci un minuto, ma ne vale la pena. Scaricate gratuitamente il link qui sotto, l'app di Stadio, che è quello giusto. Allora ragazzi,
Alright, so this guy says he has he knows some of the plans of InvestCorp. Let's see what he says.
partiamo subito. Milanello risponde, le vostre domande, vi siete scatenati sulla nostra community. Parto da Tommaso, un resoconto del tuo pensiero riguardo ai 300 milioni messi sul piatto da InvestCorp per un eventuale mercato.
The question is about the 300
Quali saranno i nomi
million.
più caldi a tuo parere? Allora, tanti mi avete chiesto anche dei nomi caldi, facciamo una sintesi. 300 milioni è stata un'indiscrezione giornalistica. Qualcuno ha detto no, non è vero, si va avanti a spendere poco. Noi siamo stati tra i primi a dire no, da verifiche invece abbiamo scoperto che è un cambio netto e radicale rispetto all'attuale. Claudio, mi aspetto di sì. Rinnovo di Ibra, allora io credo che sia una partita ancora da giocare. Secondo me lui smette, mia idea, poi vediamo come vanno le ultime partite. Detto che è verosimile che il fondo qatariota potrebbe vedere di buon occhio un rinnovo di Ibra.
Nothing interesting. Nothing interesting whatsoever. Zero. All shit we already knew. All shit we already knew. Anyway, guys, I think the game is going to be fairly easy tomorrow. Lazzari, we have to exploit Lazzari. The space he's going to leave. I am going to do a watch along for the game tomorrow. So make sure you're there. Then we're probably going to have a post match, talk a lot of crap. We're just going to talk a lot of shit. A lot of bullshit. A lot of bullshit. Let me see. Let me open up the lines. Let's see if someone wants to come up. matchup, Kessie versus Milinkovic Savic. I think it's gonna be okay. Lazio's not going for a great period either when it comes to their issues. Like the fans are not going to be there and all that bullshit. I think Milan has like 20,000 people going to the stadium. That's a lot. A lot of people. I saw the Lazio, no, the Roma Inter. Inter looked really good today. Inter looks like they're back. It looks like they're back. So is it gonna feel like we're at home because of the missing Lazio fans? Hey, maybe it should. The stadium is still really big, but the curva, the Lazio curva is not gonna be there. The curva nord. Because they're protesting against the club because the tickets cost too much. They're not happy about that. So right now there's a protest going. Hope not. Our away record is better than home record. Right? Imagine we take that shit to freaking what you call it, Lazio. We bring the shit bullshit we're getting at the San Siro, we're bringing to Lazio. I don't know. I think it'll be fine. I'm pretty sure we'll do well. I'm so not worried about this game whatsoever. It's almost like I don't care. Alright. Let's get rid of this music. Oh, you know what? Let's check the press conference. I haven't seen Pioli's press conference yet. Let's check it out, guys.
Gigi.
Allora, prima Stefano mi sembra che si chiamava, bella la domanda, ci chiedeva se più probabile, e l'abbiamo già visto,
Disse che insomma da quella settimana avere la classifica esposta a Milanello aveva un significato particolare perché dovevamo tornare dove ci competeva, perché non andava bene stare lì, eccetera eccetera eccetera. In una diversa era geologica come questa, in un diverso momento della storia, ha lo stesso significato. So che la classifica è sempre esposta, però ha lo stesso significato oggi, cioè un significato diametralmente opposto ma ugualmente importante, guardarla la classifica per ricordarci dove siamo a quest'ora in classifica.
Let's see what he says.
Ma non ce n'è bisogno, perché siamo assolutamente consapevoli del percorso che stiamo facendo, consapevoli anche assolutamente del momento che stiamo vivendo.
Okay, right away, I really like what he said. He said, no, not really. We don't need to look at the table because we're very happy with what we're achieving and very happy with what we're doing. And we're very aware of where we are right now. So it's very interesting that he's saying this. Very good.
Che è il momento più elettrizzante, più entusiasmante, più eccitante che potremmo vivere, perché siamo a 5 giornate dalla fine del campionato di lotta per vincere lo scudetto. Quindi siamo solamente motivati e concentrati sulla partita.
Well, he says they're riding the excitement of the fact that they have 5 games left and they're excited. They're excited. They're excited. This is good. I like this. Good messaging so far.
A proposito di questa eccitazione, la mia impressione è che al di là della sconfitta nel derby brutta avete avuto la forza quasi immediata di reagire, e quindi se ci racconta un po' l'area dello spogliatoio e la bellezza di rappresentare un popolo che domani probabilmente, da quello che abbiamo capito, sarà presente con 12, 13, 15, c'è un esodo, dopo tanti anni torna un esodo dei tifosi del Milan.
Beh, una cosa mi sento di dirla, i nostri tifosi sicuramente hanno già vinto lo scudetto, assolutamente, sono i migliori, ci coccolano, ci stimolano, ci motivano, la loro passione ci dà energia, quindi averli anche
Grande
domani in
mister.
modo così numeroso non può che darci un'ulteriore spinta. Per quanto riguarda quella che è stata la settimana, secondo me non conta neanche tanto.
He said that the fans have already won the Scudetto. The fans have been absolutely fantastic, and they treat him very well, and he's really happy with the fans. And the fans have been, because they're 20,000 going there. So very positive. As a matter of fact, this guy here, Lollo, he was clapping when he said that. When he said the fans have already won the Scudetto.
Come sta la squadra in questo momento, come è stata la squadra dopo il derby o il giorno dopo, dopo 2 giorni. Conta quello che vogliamo e quello che dovremo fare domani sera.
E la seconda e ultima è se il ritorno, se ce lo conferma, di Rebic e di Ibra in gruppo, ma soprattutto Ibra, so che spesso
Attenzione.
siamo ibracentrici, ma lei lo dice sempre, è un po' il capobranco, anche averlo banalmente in aereo, sul pullman, nello spogliatoio, in albergo, in panchina, che tipo di aspetti positivi può lasciare in queste 5 giornate finali?
Non è una cosa banale, Zlatan è comunque il faro di questa squadra, la sua forza di volontà è indomabile, quello che sta facendo per cercare di essere disponibile, per cercare di aiutare la squadra in questo momento è eccezionale, ha fatto bene sia ieri che oggi in allenamento, quindi chiaramente partirà con noi come sta bene
Talking
per
about Ibra.
fortuna
Talking about
Ante.
Ibra.
Siamo una squadra che ha dal potenziale offensivo veramente importante, dove chiaramente Immobile è la figura principale, ma con altri giocatori molto...
Well, right away, he doesn't seem so worried. Honestly, Lazio's not a scary team. Like, Lazio's not a top-level team. Lazio's a team that if it would face Atletico Madrid, Lazio would lose like 5-0, right? If Lazio would face Porto right now, Lazio would lose 4-0. Lazio's not a scary team. You know, like, we are a scary team, but we need to be a scary team. You know, we need to be a scary team. We really have to believe tomorrow. There's no two ways about it. We have to believe, and we have to be serene. Like, we have to be happy. Like, they can't be all messed up and shit, you know? They have to get into the spirit of just having a fun game, exciting. Live it normally. Let's get it done and sleep well. Right. Alright guys, gonna hit a sack. We're gonna beat Lazio. I feel it. It's gonna be close, but Milan will take 3 points. Good night, Roy and friends. Forza RossonARI. Later, team. Medley. See you, bro. Lazio lost to Bayern like 6-1 on aggregate to Bayern last year. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, my man. That's exactly what I'm saying. It's uh it's it's not even like this is who this team is. It's a team that is like a sixth place, seventh place team. It's not a real team, you know. It's not a real juggernaut. We're not facing a juggernaut tomorrow. We're facing a pretty. Honestly, most teams that are below the third, fourth spot in Italy are teams that, let's say, in the Champions League would all get eaten alive. Eaten alive. They would have nothing. It'd be a disaster for them. It'd be an absolute mess. Imagine Sassuolo playing against Borussia Dortmund. Sassuolo playing against Man City in Europe, in Champions League. Lazio, Napoli, and Roma, the shame of Italy in European team. Yeah, 100%. Absolutely. That's not even debatable. That is not even debatable. All right, let's continue. Let's listen to this.
Con molta qualità, quindi è una squadra ben allenata e quindi dobbiamo mettere in campo una prestazione di una qualità alta, perché se riusciamo sicuramente a palleggiare bene poi potremo trovare anche degli spazi importanti, ma bisognerà palleggiare bene sotto una squadra che pressa anche molto bene. E è chiaro che tutti gli infortuni che abbiamo avuto, soprattutto a metà stagione, perché per fortuna.
All right, so I sensed a red flag right there. Spain's version of Sassuolo's Villarreal is in the USCL semi-final. Exactly right. The difference, such a huge difference, such a huge difference. So what he said there actually raised a little bit of red flags. He said, you know, we have to have quality because we're playing against a team that has quality and that presses very well. And as he said it, you can kind of sense his demeanor because you can sense when someone says something, especially in a setting like this, when they say something, they're saying it based on what they saw, right? During the week, especially a coach like this. He's probably saying, you know, we need to have quality, blah, blah, blah. But we know right now that this Milan, when it comes to offensive quality, there's something missing, especially in that final third. When we're close to the box, it's been a mess. So let's see if we can get that peace in that area once again, where we can be relaxed there and can play good football. Essentially, let's see if we can do that.
Poi le cose poi sono molto migliorate, ci hanno impedito anche quelle rotazioni che potevano far rifiatare qualche giocatore, questo sicuramente sì, ma tanto non conta niente quello che abbiamo fatto fino a un minuto fa. Siamo molto concentrati su quello che dobbiamo fare domani sera.
Franco Ordine, scusa, prima Rocchi e poi Franco Ordine.
Ciao Stefano.
Ciao.
L'aver deciso di non giocare in contemporanea queste ultime partite è un'occasione persa?
Non lo so. Onestamente, le ultime 2 giornate, se le cose staranno.
Stupid question. Need a good game from Diaz tomorrow. Yeah, 100%. Need a really good game from Diaz. I hope we start Rebic and bring Leo, and when Lazio gets tired, he kills them off the bench. That could be a decent idea. Yeah, that could be a decent idea. Why not? Basically, right now, they asked Pioli if he thinks that, you know, we lost an opportunity.
Saranno ancora così, nel senso di così tanto equilibrio. Secondo me era giusto entrambe le ultime 2 giornate giocare allo stesso orario. Però è inutile parlare di situazioni che io non posso controllare, nessuno mi ha chiesto il mio parere e quindi concentriamoci su altre cose.
Ok, Franco.
Sì, buongiorno. Volevo farti due domande. La prima, che è un po' di natura privata calcistica. Come si è svegliato stamattina Rebic? Perché te lo chiedo? Perché sai che nei giorni scorsi non puoi ignorare che i suoi, diciamo...
Oh wow, this journalist is going straight in for the kill. He's about to ask some very provocative questions regarding Rebic and what we read earlier about his behavior. Look at Pioli's face. He's anticipating the question. What a provocative question incoming.
problemi in partita, sì, il giorno dopo non c'erano, avevano fatto gli accertamenti, non aveva nulla, eccetera. Hanno fatto montare diciamo, un caso. Volevo sapere cosa ne pensi di questo.
Ma che non c'è nessun caso, che Ante soffre di una tendinite cronica al ginocchio, che ogni tanto si sveglia, nel riscaldamento pre-gara aveva sentito qualcosa, ha provato nell'intervallo a fare qualcosina in più, ma non ce la faceva. Per fortuna sono stati sufficienti 2 giorni di cure e di fisioterapia per averlo a disposizione, quindi è sicuramente pronto per dare il contributo, così come tutti gli altri.
Perfetto.
All right. So Pioli's answer regarding that is that there is no case. Ante has an issue with his. He has tendinitis, acute tendinitis in his knee, and he did 2 days of therapy, and now it's gone. So there you go. You have two different answers for this case. Maybe it is a case of bad attitude. Maybe where did they get it? Where did they get? They said that some of the players are saying that he's not behaving correctly. Like he doesn't give a shit most of the time, right? I wonder if Pioli's covering for him or Pioli's saying the truth. Let's see.
Seconda cosa, volevo chiederti questo, dando per scontato un luogo comune secondo cui tra torti e favori alla fine della stagione i conti tornano, cosa deve succedere da qui a fine campionato perché tornino i tuoi conti?
Nella tua domanda c'è la mia risposta. In queste 5 partite bisogna che succeda qualcosa che non è successo fino ad oggi.
Andiamo dalla Gazzetta dello Sport, canta Lupi.
Nothing interesting.
Buongiorno mister.
Buongiorno.
Ti chiedo se le difficoltà che ha avuto l'attacco rispetto a quanto era brillante a inizio stagione, almeno questo dicono i numeri, te le sei spiegate in qualche maniera
Right. Someone has been snitching. Someone is snitching.
Di situazioni particolari. Grazie.
Tanta roba, raga.
No, sicuramente abbiamo segnato meno di quello che dovevamo segnare, questo assolutamente sì, perché
He's
i
talking about
nostri
goals.
indici di
We're not
pericolosità sono
scoring
sempre
enough
stati
goals.
molto alti, e purtroppo invece l'efficacia della finalizzazione non è stato di questo livello. Non dimentichiamoci però, secondo me, 2 cose che devono essere, che in questo momento a me la squadra sono chiare. Noi siamo o primi o secondi a un punto in classifica, e nel girone di torno siamo insieme alla Juventus la squadra che ha fatto più punti. Quindi vuol dire che un certo equilibrio, un certo valore, certe prestazioni le abbiamo fatte. Chiaro che sappiamo che...
Okay, so he brought up a stat that I wasn't aware of, but it's a pretty cool stat. Since the beginning of the second half of the season, if we were only to count those points, Milan would be first with Juve. So Juventus and Milan would be first together. So he's talking about the work that they have done so far, yeah.
Vogliamo provare a star lì fino alla fine, e bisogna provare a vincere tutte le prossime partite, soprattutto per domani, questo nel modo più assoluto.
Sì,
Radio
certa
Rossonera
soluzione.
e poi dopo andiamo da Vinci.
Buongiorno mister.
Buongiorno.
Volevo chiederle, secondo lei in questo momento che cos'ha il Milan in più dell'Inter e invece che cos'ha l'Inter in più del Milan? Grazie.
Non lo so, e non è questa la situazione che mi interessa o che ci deve interessare. Noi dobbiamo provare a avere qualcosa in più dei nostri avversari di domani. Affrontiamo una squadra, ripeto, che ha tanta qualità, che giustamente troveremo molto motivata, molto, come abbiamo trovato sino ad oggi tutti i nostri avversari, hanno giocato contro noi giustamente, e così devono fare con tutte le squadre, hanno giocato la partita tra virgolette della vita, quindi noi dobbiamo essere concentrati nel cercare di fare meglio della Lazio, nel cercare di far sì che gli episodi della partita diventino a noi favorevoli e non il contrario.
Grazie Laura, ciao Stefano.
Ciao.
Solid.
A me ha colpito
Solid stuff from Pioli, guys. Solid stuff. Solid stuff. Alright, let's finish with Gazzetta dello Sport and then we will see tomorrow. Nah. Just a bunch of BS. Mourinho says he wants Inter to win the Scudetto. Well, the Ferrari is back. That's good news. Ah, okay, so this is going to be official. Alright guys, there's nothing of interest here in Gazzetta. We'll see you tomorrow for the watch along. Arrivederci, Forza Milan. Thank you for watching. Like that button. Alla prossima. Ciao.